So I've had my Sport Glide now for a little bit. It's time to personalize it, make it more my own. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple quick appearance mods that'll make your bike look a little less out of the box. So welcome back, everybody. I want to say thank you to all my old subscribers, all my new subscribers for sticking around. Let's get into it. So I'm going to do a few basic things to change the look of this bike. First of all, I'm going to remove the reflectors. You might want to check with your state and local regulations on that if you have inspections. They may frown upon you removing those and probably violate your inspection. I'm also going to be adding on some flush mount gas caps and removing the emblems. I'm just going to kind of show you the steps necessary to change the looks of it. So what we're going to use to remove those reflectors is just basic just fishing line. I got this 6-pound test. It's super thin, and I think that's going to work best. You don't want a real big fat fishing line in there. This stuff may not be strong enough, but I believe it's going to be strong enough for what we're doing. Just cut yourself a decent sized piece of fishing line. You know, you don't have to be too sparing with it. And then just start at the top and just start working your way back and forth. You know, you don't have to go super crazy with it, just back and forth in a sawing motion. You know, maybe a little bit thicker fishing line would have been good in this matter, but it's doing okay. Just keep going, sawing back and forth. And of course it broke. Gonna go a little slower, but about halfway through that one. Almost through. All right, made it through. There's a little bit of residue there. We're gonna take that off here real quick, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So if you've seen my video where I cleaned up my buddy Junior's bike in my summer project video, you've seen me use this stuff before. It's just denatured alcohol, and it works real good to get, you know, goo off of windshields and stuff like that. Well, that come off pretty easy and looks pretty good, so we're just gonna continue on the rest of them. So I ordered this flush mount gas cap kit from Harley. So let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we got. Little packaging here. What do we got? Oh no, a box of disappointment. Why it's a box of disappointment is because I ordered this part once already and it was missing some pieces. So I had to reorder some stuff. All right, so let's open up the new box. Well, this is actually the same box, but let's open up, see what we actually got inside. I've already opened it to pre-check, so I'm just gonna show you what comes in this. And this is part number 61100132. Now it shows it only has this in the box, but there's actually a few other pieces in here. So let's see what they come with. So you got a couple bags. Basically your instructions. In one bag here we have a trim ring. It's for the gas cap. And we got the fake button over here. Now, other videos show this as basically a 4-piece kit. The other one has a trim ring and a separate button here. This one must be an updated version. I don't know why they've done it like that. Personally, I think to keep it uniform, they should have kept it 4 pieces, because now it's not really going to match up. And then you got your push button gas cap, which just pushes into place and then locks. Simple little mechanism. So we're going to start with the fake gas cap first. This is real easy to get this thing off. This is basically like a child safety medicine bottle. You just push down on the tank and you just give it a turn, or push down on the cap, and that's it, and that comes right off. And like I said, when we're taking off those reflectors, we're going to do the same thing with this, because this is just held on with some sticky tape. There we go. Oh, broke that. Probably gonna take a couple pieces of line to get through this one, apparently. I'm kind of giving up on the fishing line, and I'm gonna try some dental floss. And you know what, honestly, this dental floss is working way better. I mean, it is breaking still, but maybe it's something to do with the wax coating on it that's helping it. I know it's slipping past my fingers. Yeah, this is working much better. So yeah, I would suggest using dental floss on this as opposed to the fishing line. There we go, made it through. And there's a little bit of glue came off, so we're gonna have to clean that up. So we just got a little denatured alcohol. Same thing we did for the reflectors. We're just gonna rub this on here. Break this stuff down. Hopefully it'll come off a little easier. It's definitely breaking up the glue. It's just gonna take a little bit of it's gonna take just a little bit of elbow grease to get this off here. It's not a real big deal. It's gonna take a little time. Let that alcohol break that glue down. So we finally got all the glue off there. And one thing I don't like about this kit as opposed to the other ones is the other one's a 4-piece kit, where this is a 3-piece, where this button piece would actually sit inside that groove, and then you'd have the trim ring go over it. And honestly, I think they'd be a better look, because you're gonna have a gap with the gas cap on that ring, and then you can just see how it's kind of, you know, just pressed in there, whatever it is, however you want to call it. They just got the groove sitting there, so you don't have that gap like you do, like you're gonna have with the gas cap. So I kind of really wish it was the other way, and trying to center this thing would be a lot easier too, because you could just set your gas cap in there and then just put the ring around it. Be much easier to center. This way you're kind of guessing and hoping, you know. And like I said, trying to get this thing to fit in the best position, you're just gonna kind of have to turn it a little bit and find out. So it's looking like the best way this is gonna fit is with that tab being at 12 o'clock. So what I'm gonna do to mark this position Because I just got one of these dry chalk markers, basically used for like windshields and so on and so forth. So I'm just finding where this fits flat. And like I said, about the 12 o'clock position seems to be good. So I'm just gonna mark it here on the gas cap and the tank. So that way you can see that mark. And what that's gonna do is help me line it up once I take this adhesive off. So you pretty much got one shot at this. So you wanna get it right. Just gonna put a little pressure on there. Hold it in place. Probably just use this rag, put this rag on there to kind of give it more uniform pressure. And we'll hold it on there for about 20-30 seconds just to make sure it seats all the way around. Maybe rub it a little bit back and forth just to make sure that the adhesive sticks all the way around. No, that ought to do it. And if you see the dry chalk, I know it's pretty shiny, hard to show you, but yeah, the dry chalk eraser or dry erase marker came right off. And the gas cap's really simple. Just unscrew your other gas cap. And screw the new one in. And there you go. New gas cap's in. But we're gonna clean around the area here with a rag with some of that denatured alcohol. Make sure it's got a nice clean surface to mount the trim ring. So just like the other one, we're gonna use the dry chalk marker to kind of mark our position. I said it's been looking pretty good here right at about 12 o'clock. So I'm just gonna mark that right where it's at. So I'm pretty happy with it. So you can see I got the little mark right there. Lines right up. So we just peel off the adhesive and just got to be very careful and make sure we get it right on the first time. Right. Just like before, I'm just going to use a rag. Keep uniform pressure on it. So there we go, got a nice custom look. Said I wish this other one was a separate ring because you can see that gap there, and I don't know how well it's going to show up on there, but it just would definitely look better as a separate trim ring. But with removing the reflectors and adding these gas cap covers or flush mount gas caps, you know, we've changed up the look of this bike with very little effort. So the things I did to change the look of this bike were real simple and easy. You know, took about probably an hour. So thanks for watching, be safe, and we'll see you next time.